All right, guys, so we're going to talk about challenge one today. We're going to share with you what's involved and what we need to do. We're going to go step by step and we're going to work with you through the whole challenge. So, challenge one is becoming your own customer. That's the first part. So, if you have an electric bill, we want you to become your own customer. It's going to help you save money. And like I always ask people, if I can help you get free electricity for the rest of your life, would that be something you're interested in? All right, great. So we make you your own customer first. Step two, that's easy enough, right? Because you can convince yourself here in a few minutes. Step two is you're going to call one person that you know that might want to pay less for their bill or get it for free. I mean, if you can help one person get it for free, who would it be? You know, some people might say their mom or their best friend or their daughter or something like that. Pick that person. Whenever I did this, I decided to pick my parents. So I made myself a customer. And then I called my parents and asked them to do me a favor. And I'm going to go into the script on how I did that. But once I did that, I completed challenge one. And that's how you make your first $100, okay? So that's what we're going to work on first. So I'm going to talk to you about how you do that. Because you might be thinking, well, I don't know anything about electricity. I don't know anything about the company. You don't need to know anything about it. You're not going to say anything. This is exactly how you're going to do it. I have a sheet here that kind of goes over what the script is. So we're going to give you a little time to practice it. But I'm just going to go over it real quick with you and give you a few examples of what it'll sound like the way you want to do it, okay? So it's really important how you say this. So what you're going to do is you're going to call, we'll do the example of your parents. Let's say you're going to call your mom. So if you're going to call your mom, this is what you're going to do. You're going to say, hey, Mom, you got about 15, 20 minutes? I have something really important that I want to talk to you about. See how I'm saying it? You have to say it like that. And then your mom's going to be like, yeah, what's going on? You know, she might be worried that something's going on. That's what the effect we want, right? And then you're going to say, look, if she says yes, she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. What is it? Then you're going to say, okay, look, this is really, really important to me. I really need you to do me a favor. It's going to mean a lot to me if you can help me out with something. If it didn't cost you anything at all and it didn't inconvenience you, do you think you can help me with something? What do you think your mom is going to say?
Of course.
Of course. They're going to say, of course I can help you. And then you say, great. See, you get the commitment and you don't move forward till you get that commitment. If you didn't get the commitment, let's say, I know your parents are usually going to say yes. And I say usually. Sometimes they won't, but usually they will. But what if it was your best friend? See, best friends are different. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call my friend, hey, Robert, I got something real important I want to talk to you. You got about, 10, 15 minutes where we can talk? He's going to say, yeah, what's going on? If he says, well, I'm at work or whatever, don't go into it. Say, okay, no problem. I'll call you back. What time do you get off? What do you think? 6 o'clock? 7 o'clock? Write out the time. Okay, I'll give you a call at 7 o'clock. Well, what is it? Don't worry. Don't get into it. Even if he says, well, go ahead and tell me, because he already said he was busy. He's not going to be there. The mindset is not going to be right. It's not going to work. See, the things we're showing you today and teaching you, it's not the only way to do it, but it has the highest percentage of people that are going to say yes, right? So whenever you do contact him back, for example, and he says, okay, yeah, I have 10, 15 minutes now. This is what you're going to tell him. Look, I really need your help with something. I know you're one of my best friends, or you're my good friend, my best friend, and I'd do anything for you. Well, I need some help right now. I really need you to help me with something that's really important to me and my family. It would mean a lot to me if you could help me out with this. If it didn't cost you anything at all or inconvenience you, would you help me? Now, I know you think he's going to say yes right away, and sometimes they do. But remember, this is your friend Robert, right? and friends are a little different, so he's going to be like, well, what is it? You know, right? Yeah. Well, what is it? Don't get thrown off track if he says that. We already know they're going to say that, right? So what do you say? You go into what it is? No. You don't proceed until they say yes and you get the commitment. So if he says, well, what is it? Say, well, wait a minute, Robert. I don't think you understood or heard me correctly. I said, if it doesn't cost anything or inconvenience you. See, I'm not just saying it's not going to cost you any money. I'm saying I'm not asking you to come help me move either. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to inconvenience you. Will you help me out with this? You're my best friend. You know I'd do anything for you. Remember that time when you got in the flat and I went to help you? I mean, you don't got to go into all, but you get what I'm saying, right? Are you seriously telling me that as my best friend, you would not help me if it didn't cost anything? Guess what he's going to say now? You know I've helped you. I'm just messing around. What can I do? What do we need to do? So you got the commitment. Now that you got the commitment, now you're going to move on to the next part and you're going to say, look, and you're going to tell them your why. Everybody's reason for being here is different. Okay, whether it's like, look, I'm trying to get back on my feet, and I found somebody that's willing to work with me and help me to get there, then that's what you say. Or whether you say, look, I'm trying to help young kids, I'm trying to help people, and I found a way that I think I'm going to be able to help them out. It's not always about you, but it can be. For me, it was like, look, I need time. I have 3 kids and my wife that never see me. I'm always working, and I found a way that I can buy that time back to spend with my family. Will you help me? You know what I'm saying? So you got that commitment. You share the reason why you're saying it, and then you say, thank you. This really means a lot to me that you're going to support me in this. I just teamed up with an electric company, and that's what's going to allow me to buy my time back. And I need you to go get your bill because I need to get a little bit of information, and I'm going to go ahead and make you a customer. Okay? And then they're going to get their bill, and we're going to get it done. If you don't have to get into, oh, well, I'm going to save you money on your bill, even though we know we are. You're not going to say, oh, I can help you get free electricity. Why are you trying to ruin what they already agreed to? So a lot of people start going into other things because they don't know what to say. The guy already said yes. Get his information. Or you can say, okay, well, I really appreciate it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my office call you, and they're going to ask you a few questions like what address you want the service to be switched at and things like that. And they're going to take care of everything for you. Okay, so is it okay if they give you a call in the next 20, 30 minutes? Yes. Okay, great. That's it. You're done. You just did challenge 1. So you see how simple that is? But if you try to do it any other way, their mindset won't be there. Because I got this in my breath. Hey, I need you. I started working with an electric company. I need you to get your bill. We're going to help you save some money. You know what I'm saying? And you know what that person's going to do? I don't care if it's your dad. He's going to be like, oh, really? Okay, well, what's your rates? That's the thing we're trying to avoid. And it was just because you said the words a little differently. The way we just talked about it, they never asked me for the rates. They're doing it because it's a favor. Does it even really matter? It's your mom. I mean, even if they paid the same thing, even if they paid $5 more, but they're helping you. You see why we do it the way we do it? I want you to understand that because we have to duplicate this throughout the organization, the system that works, okay? And we'll get into that on challenge 2. So what I want you all to do is take out your paper, your pen, and start writing down people that you know that like you. Okay, don't get people that don't like you. Your best friend, your mom, your aunt, your uncle, people that you look up to, people that would help you if you asked them to help you. Those are all the people I want you to write down on the paper. And I know we don't need a whole bunch of them. We only need 1 to say yes, but go ahead and write them down, and we're going to go ahead and one-on-one, I'm going to get together with y'all when you're ready with your list and go over your script, and then we're going to actually do it live. And we're going to call some of these people and walk you through challenge 1. That way everybody here leaves and they finish challenge 1 at least. Okay?